Hey everyone, welcome back. Today, we're diving deep, into NFTs and DeFi.
Oh, nice.
Specifically, this project called TMT NFT Pass by TechMont Finance.
Okay.
We've got their listing on OpenSea, which is, basically like the main marketplace for NFTs. Yeah. And TechMont Finance, they're making some pretty big claims about, changing how we think about digital assets. And I'm really interested to see what they're all about.
I think one thing that jumps out at me right away is that they're doing this on the Polygon chain.
Okay.
And that's known for, its speed and low transaction fees, right? So it seems like they're really trying to, reach a wider audience.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Which I think is smart because, crypto can be kind of intimidating for newcomers.
Yeah, definitely. Those high gas fees can be a real barrier.
For sure.
So, okay, let's get down to it. What exactly is the TMT NFT Pass?
Right.
Their OpenSea listing, it describes it as the key to a revolutionary new NFT staking platform. But honestly, that doesn't tell me a whole lot.
Well, so imagine you buy a TMT NFT Pass.
Okay.
And instead of it just sitting there in your digital wallet,
right?
You can stake it on their platform.
Okay.
It's like you think of it like putting your NFT to work, like it's earning you rewards or benefits.
So instead of just sitting there, it's actually out there doing something for me.
Exactly.
Okay, I like the sound of that.
Yeah, it's a way to potentially generate passive income from your digital assets.
Interesting.
So it really shifts things, right?
Yeah.
From just owning an NFT to actively participating in the whole ecosystem.
I see. So it's more than just ownership, it's utility.
Right.
Okay, that's cool.
So let's take a closer look at the OpenSea listing.
Okay.
Because it gives us some clues about what makes this project, different.
All right, so we've got the contract address, which I know is, a unique identifier on the blockchain for this NFT collection.
Right, exactly.
And the token ID is 2, which I don't know if that means anything specific.
That's interesting, yeah.
Does it?
It might. Yeah, it could mean that it's a specific type or tier within the whole TMT NFT Pass collection.
Okay.
Imagine it different levels of membership, right?
Right.
Each with maybe different benefits or utilities.
So token ID 2 has some special perks.
Potentially.
Compared to, say, token ID 1.
It's a common thing, in these NFT projects to have these tiers.
Gotcha. And then it says it uses the ERC 1155 token standard.
Right.
And I always get those mixed up. I know there are different token standards, but can you remind me what that one means?
Yeah, so ERC 1155, that basically allows for multiple copies of the same NFT.
Oh, okay.
Which is different from ERC 721, where each NFT is completely unique.
Gotcha. So a one-of-a-kind piece of art versus...
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so this could be I don't know, more for a utility token than...
Potentially, yeah. And that might tell us something about how they're going to structure their staking platform.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe with different pools based on the token ID.
So there could be a bunch of TMT NFT passes out there, all with token ID too, and they could all be staked together.
Exactly, yeah.
Okay, that's cool. And it looks like there are 900 items in the collection total.
Okay.
And 747 views. Not bad.
Not bad at all. Seems like there's definitely some interest.
Definitely.
Yeah. But here's where things get a little strange.
Okay.
The creator earnings, it says 0%.
0%?
Yeah.
What does that even mean?
So typically creators, they get a cut of every sale on OpenSea.
Right.
But here, nothing. 0.
That's crazy. I've never seen that before.
It's really unusual.
Why would they do that?
Yeah, it's a good question. It could be that they're trying something totally different with how they incentivize creators,
Okay.
Or maybe they're putting those earnings back into the ecosystem somehow. It's definitely something we need to look into.
Yeah, consider me very curious about that one.
For sure.
Okay, so let's go back to TechMont Finance's overall vision for a second.
Okay.
They're using some big words talking about elevating your digital assets with this premier NFT staking platform and scaling new heights in digital ownership.
Yeah.
So they're not holding back.
No, they're really big.
Yeah.
But I think it shows that they're really thinking about, more than just owning these assets. It's about engaging with them and getting more value out of them.
Okay. Yeah, I see.
That they're trying to redefine what it means to own an NFT.
And they say they want to redefine DeFi for the modern era too.
Yeah.
Now, I know DeFi is all about decentralized financial systems, but how does the staking platform actually fit into that?
It's a good question. Still a little vague, you know?
Yeah.
They're holding back some of the details.
Right. We're missing some pieces of the puzzle here.
Exactly.
Okay, so we know the basics. The TMT NFT Pass, this idea of staking and TechMont Finance's big goals. But there's definitely more to learn.
Yeah, we need to go beyond the OpenSea listing, right?
Yeah.
Do some digging, really see what's going on under the hood.
Okay, so we've got to, ditch the surface and really deep dive.
Exactly.
And that's what we'll be doing in part 2.
Looking forward to it.
Stay tuned.
Yeah, it's going to get interesting.
For sure.
I mean, that 0% creator earnings thing, that's just wild.
Yeah, it's really unusual for sure.
They're really confident in this platform, you know what I mean?
Yeah, they're saying we don't even need the traditional revenue.
Exactly.
Okay, but let's see, we've done our research, we went beyond OpenSea, checked out their website, maybe found some white papers.
Yeah.
What are we looking for to fill in the blanks here? Okay,
so first things first, right? We got to figure out how this NFT staking platform actually works.
Yeah, the mechanics of it all.
Right, what are the specifics? Are there, different staking options?
Okay.
Like tiers, pools, things like that.
And are there any risks involved? What are they doing to make sure it's safe?
Exactly. Yeah, we need to see how they handle risk management.
Okay. And in terms of rewards, what are we even talking about?
Yeah, that's huge, right?
Yeah, is it stake one NFT, get X amount of something?
Right. Is it their own token?
Mm-hmm.
Or are they offering other things, like access to events,
Oh, interesting.
Or maybe even governance rights on the platform.
Okay, so there could be a lot of different incentives.
Exactly. A well-designed staking program needs to offer attractive rewards. Right.
Yeah, make it worth people's while.
For sure.
But let's go back to their whole, redefining DeFi thing.
Right.
How does this platform actually do that?
Yeah, are they adding other DeFi elements to it?
Okay.
I don't know, maybe they're doing lending and borrowing, using NFTs as collateral.
Wait, hold on, NFT-backed loans?
Yeah, think about it.
How would that work?
So you have your TMT NFT Pass, right? It has real-world value, and you need some cash, but you don't want to sell it.
Right.
So you use it as collateral.
Oh,
it's a way to access funds without losing ownership.
So instead of selling my NFT, I can borrow against it.
Exactly.
Wow, that's crazy.
It can be a game changer, right?
Yeah, that opens up a lot of possibilities.
Of course, it depends on the terms and conditions.
Right, and how stable the platform is.
Yeah, for sure.
But it's cool to see how NFTs are becoming more than just collectibles.
Yeah, they're playing a real role in decentralized finance.
It makes their redefining DeFi thing make a lot more sense.
For sure, they're thinking big.
Yeah. But let's be realistic, this all feels a bit risky,
Right, it's still early days for DeFi.
Yeah.
And regulation is trying to catch up.
So what do people need to be careful about?
First of all, security, right?
Yeah.
You're dealing with real assets here. So protecting your private keys is crucial.
Don't lose your keys to the kingdom.
Exactly. It's like your digital treasure chest.
Gotcha. What else?
Volatility,
Okay.
The value of NFTs can go up and down like crazy.
Right, like any investment.
Exactly. So don't invest more than you can afford to lose.
Good advice.
Yeah. And be prepared for some ups and downs.
Anything else to watch out for?
Well, some people worry about the environmental impact.
Oh, right, with the whole blockchain energy thing.
Yeah, but platforms like Polygon, they're designed to be more efficient.
Okay, so it depends on the blockchain.
Right, do your research.
What about regulations?
Yeah, that's a big one.
It feels like there aren't a lot of rules yet.
Yeah, it's still evolving, so it's kind of like uncharted territory.
So stay informed.
Exactly.
Okay, we've learned a lot about TMT, NFT Pass, staking, rewards.
Yeah, it's been a good discussion.
What's the main takeaway for our listeners?
I think it's important to see that NFTs and DeFi, it's more than just hype. It's a real shift in how we think about digital ownership.
Yeah, I'm starting to see that.
And there are risks, of course.
Right.
But the potential is huge.
It's exciting and a little scary at the same time.
For sure.
Okay, so for our listeners who are now, super curious about all of this, what's one question to really make them think?
How will these projects, like TMT, shape the future of digital ownership?
Oh, that's a good one.
What are the benefits and risks for people who get involved? And how can we make sure these technologies are used responsibly?
Those are some big questions.
Yeah, we all need to be thinking about this.
Definitely a lot to consider.
For sure.
Okay, so we're back for the last part of our deep dive into TMT, NFT Pass, and this whole world of NFT staking.
And it's been a wild ride.
We've covered a lot of ground, the platform, rewards, even those NFT-backed loans.
It's been a journey, for sure, but I think the big question is, what's next?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. We've talked about their vision, their approach, the risks, the benefits, but where does it all fit in the bigger picture of, NFTs and DeFi?
I think projects like TMT NFT Pass, they're really pushing the boundaries of how we think about digital assets.
Okay.
It's not just about owning something anymore. It's about, unlocking new value.
Yeah, that idea of NFTs is more than just collectibles. That's really fascinating.
Absolutely. And this whole staking thing, using NFTs for loans, that's huge.
Yeah, like we're just at the beginning of all this.
Exactly. The technology's changing so fast.
It's like, the early days of the internet, right?
Perfect analogy. No one knew what was coming.
Okay, so for our listeners who are now ready to jump in, what advice would you give them?
Education is key. Learn the basics.
About blockchain, NFTs, all that.
Exactly. There's so much information out there.
Yeah, do your homework.
Once you've got the basics, start exploring, find projects that interest you.
Look for good teams, transparency, a clear vision.
Exactly, and don't be afraid to ask questions.
Yeah, get involved with the community.
There's so much to learn from other people.
And remember, this is all still very new.
Yeah, there will be challenges, for sure.
But the potential is huge, so to wrap up, what's the one big message you want to leave our listeners with?
The future of digital ownership is here. It's changing everything.
NFTs, DeFi, it's more than just hype.
Right, these are powerful tools.
Yeah, that can change how we interact with digital assets.
And create new value.
It's exciting and a little bit scary, but we should all be paying attention.
Absolutely. Approach it with curiosity. Be skeptical, but be willing to learn.
That's great advice. Thanks for joining us for this deep dive.
My pleasure.
We hope you learned something new.
It's been a great discussion.
Until next time, keep exploring.